Some research that shows fine art classes are not offered at many schools due to funding that is provided to the schools because to achieve the national education goals set by NCLB. The schools end up focusing more on the core subjects such as math, English, and science. Speaking back to the Common Core, an article by Newkirk supports their argument by stating that standardized tests under NCLB do not test creative skills of a student, so schools have little incentive to provide classes that require critical thinking and hands-on activities. Teachers from the academic and fine arts department say that instruction time and classroom practices have changed in schools to accommodate to NCLB.
You do what you're supposed to do, it can actually take you very far in life.
Learning itself doesn't have to be just with school. But I guess those two have just, over the past couple of decades, have become intertwined with each other.
Social sciences like history, psychology.
Were these sciences and arts and whatnot. Physics, in particular, was my absolute best.
These subjects were history, art.
Math is probably my strongest subject.
Math.
You have to be like the science classes, like
Math. Absolutely. Oh my god. Having ADD made it to where I learn better if I'm actually doing something.
I like seeing it and like doing it myself. I don't like if you tell me how to do it, I'm gonna kind of get lost.
Hands-on, because since I had a harder time learning things, I needed to spend time practicing it and doing it myself. I couldn't just watch the teacher.
I don't like tests. They were easy, they were hard because I didn't study.
You don't do good on it, you're automatically stupid. It's a sense of like, they don't really get in depth with what you've learned in school. I did pretty well, enough to where I didn't have to take any tests afterward.
I don't feel like it's a good measure of how students do.
I feel like when I would take them, it would either be good or bad, depending on how I felt that day, emotionally, I guess.
It's actually pretty easy. Like high school started than college, to be honest.
Definitely different. It was, during the beginning of the year, I thought I'd bit off more than I could chew with classes, and it started to go down. But once you get into it, it's a lot easier.
It wasn't as hard as I expected it to be. I feel like it's just a lot more independent, and you need to be a lot more self-motivated to do what you have to do. You can't procrastinate because the teacher isn't going to be there to motivate you. I think the one way that there is would be a way of combining different techniques to reach all the different learning styles. I don't feel like there's one that you could follow to like a formula you could follow. It's just you have to know your students well enough.